Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Book Club. I know it's been a while, but today I'm going to be talking about the book Romantic Comedy by Curtis Sittenfeld. Sittenfeld. Hopefully I pronounced that right. This book is very interesting for a myriad of reasons. Okay, the first one is that this is actually I got it from the library. This is actually the second time I've gotten it from the library. The first time I got it, and then I read like maybe 20 or 30 pages and I just got bored. I'm like, nah, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this. Okay? So then this time I'm like, you know what? I'm actually going to read it, And the reason originally I picked it up was because, I really like the premise of it. It's about this sketch comedy writer named Sally Mills who works for this, kind of like SNL. It's basically SNL called the Night Owls. She works as like one of the sketch writers, and one of the weeks, they have a musical guest who's also a host, Noah Brewster, who's like this very famous like pop singer guy. A lot of popular songs, And as they work together during this week, like writing sketches, she's there during the rehearsals and stuff like that. She starts to like get closer and closer to him. They start to maybe have a little bit of a connection and stuff. And I really enjoyed this book. I really enjoyed this book. I enjoyed most of the book. I'll talk about that later. But I enjoyed a lot of the book. I feel like the way it was written, it was kind of like, I don't know. It was like a pretty breezy read for me. Like I didn't have a lot of trouble just reading it. It was a very breezy read, and once I got into it, I just wanted to keep reading and reading more. It's first person from the point of view of Sally, and she is a very, interesting character. She's been at like the Night Owl for like 10 years or so. She knows her way around it, she's like pretty successful, she also has like dreams of writing movies and stuff like that. She's a little bit jaded with love because of the fact is that she was in like a marriage before she got a divorce, and so she has like some off and on again little flings, but not really anything seriously. So when she like starts falling for like Noah, she's kind of like hesitant on it, like she doesn't know what like to happen. And then Noah's character is pretty interesting. Like you learn some things about like his past, about like him, like his childhood. He's like, he's like a rich and famous pop star, but he's pretty like down to earth, and like he doesn't brag about his wealth or anything. He's pretty talented and stuff. So I think they're both of the characters are pretty well. Both of the characters are pretty good. Those are the main characters. There's some other ones. There's like I remember there's like another writer. I forget what his name is, but like it's one like Sally had like a crush on to or like wanted to date, and then I think he rejected her or something like that happened. So she's kind of like jaded on the whole idea of like love and stuff, and she's been at the place for a while, so she's kind of like, you know, I don't know. She feels like her time is almost done. There's also a few other interesting people in there too. Like she has some of her co-star actor, like she's friends with some of the people in the cast. I think, and there's some. This book is pretty funny. Like it's a pretty light-hearted book. It's a pretty light-hearted book. I think one of like the cast members has has like a fling with like her doctor. She goes to like the doctor for like an eye injury, and then he's like cute, so then she starts like to ask him out and stuff like that. And like some other funny things happen like with the sketches and stuff like that. And I just really love the world of like comedy writing and like writing and stuff like that. So I feel like it's cool to kind of get a glimpse of like behind the scenes. I know it's like fiction and stuff, but I'm really interested in this kind of world, and stuff like that. With like the backstage like drama and just like what it takes to like make a show like that come together, and I don't know, like I have a thing about it. I don't know. It's like because first I thought nothing really happens, but that's not because like the story takes place mostly over like a week, like the week of them like working together, and then after that week, there's a little bit of stuff after that, and then it jumps like 2 years into the future. Let me see, because the original like the first part, yeah. So it's like mostly just going through that week, and then it takes place in 2018, and then I think at around like oh yeah V. So there's another character named V, who is like I think She's one of the other. She's one of Sally's other. Oh, it's Elliot. Elliot. That's the name of the guy that she was like. She was like wanting to date, and something went wrong. Or something like that. And so then they ended up not dating. And then now he's like married to somebody else. So she's kind of like jealous in a way. She's kind of jealous in a way. And so then as you see, it jumps forward to 2020. Jumps forward to 2020. And this part of the book, as you can see, it's told all through like emails. So after after Sally and Noah work together, they start to fall. They actually don't fall in love. It's actually 2 years. They actually, because Sally says something that kind of rubs Noah the wrong way. So they don't talk to each other for like 2 years. And then in 2020, they like Noah emails her back. So then they start like talking and stuff over. They start talking over email, stuff like that, and they start to like fall in love. They start to like ask each other about stuff. And then the last like part of the book is just mostly like them. It's mostly them like starting to like fall in love even more. Like they start having like more conversations and stuff like that. They start to get to know each other more deeply. This is where we found out a lot about childhood and stuff like that. And some other stuff. Um, it's nice. It's nice. But one thing about this book is that I actually haven't technically finished it. As you can see, I'm pretty close, but I just feel like the ending part of it, the last like 30 pages or so were very slow. Like they're very slow. It's like them. I'm on page 235, and it's just like I really don't want to read on anymore. It's mostly like them like meeting up and talking and stuff like that, and it gets just kind of boring. Like I tried to read it, but I couldn't. I just couldn't. And it's weird because you'd be like, oh, if you can't finish the book, then you probably give it like a low score. But like, I do like the book. I do like the book. Like, I had a fun time reading it while I was doing it. So I feel like I would give this like maybe a 7 out of 10. I know it's high for a book that like I would, you know, oh, I didn't even finish. You didn't even finish the book, but I still liked it. Okay, so hope you guys this video. Um, Go check this book out. Probably at your local library or something. Yeah. See you next time. I want to try to read more books. Do these things more often.